Hey everybody, it's Mike, aka that Reseller Guy, coming to you with another video. Of course, it's Monday morning, and Monday morning, almost always, well, most cases, means a what sold video with a little bit of a thrift haul and some other stuff that I always want to talk about. Let's get going. All right, the office is kind of a mess today. Got a bunch of Magic the Gathering cards sitting over here on my desk. I've been sorting through those. I just put out a video on my That Card Guy channel. If you want to check that out, that'd be great. Go subscribe, support that channel. I know a lot of you have been doing that. I found a box of Magic the Gathering cards. Where's the box that I found? Here's the box back here. I'll show it to you. Look, it was only $5.49, and this box was full of Magic the Gathering cards. So kind of a cool box as well, so I can reuse that when I sell some of these excess cards at my booth. And I went through that box and I found some cool stuff. So definitely go over, check out that channel. That video came out first. This is video number 2 I'm making today, and it's only it's almost 11 o'clock now. So I'm always get this late start on Mondays. My busiest day of the week by far. I don't really record many of my videos ahead of time. A lot of times I'm doing them the same day as you're seeing them, or at least the same day that I'm releasing them. So, you're not weeks and weeks behind. I get confused by a lot of other channels when I watch them, and like, I'll see them doing a video and they're going to a garage sale and it's like snowing outside. Well, it might still be snowing in some parts of the country. I don't know. Does anybody have snow right now? I'm in Arizona, and we're going to start getting hot pretty soon. It is April 8th right now. And we haven't turned on the AC yet, but it's coming. It's coming soon, because at night we have a 2-story house and the upstairs bedroom gets really hot. It starts to be like 79, 80 degrees up there. And that's right at the point where it's almost too hot. It's kind of too hot to fall asleep. You got to have that ceiling fan going. That has nothing to do with reselling, though. I'm just kind of babbling about stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. I'm going to show you some of those things that I picked up. A little collection of stuff. I'm not going to show you the Magic cards. You got to go to That Card Guy and watch it there. I don't know what that hand's doing. And go watch that video. That's great. But I did have a decent weekend of sales on eBay. Let me change my view a little bit. I don't know why. It feels like it's a little bit off today. Something. Actually, before I talk about the sales, I'm going with the blue theme. And actually, it seems very bright in the room today, at least how I'm seeing it on my screen. I usually like it when it's just a touch darker. You can kind of see, oh, because that's not on. I'm messing things up. That's what was missing. I knew something was wrong. So I tried a few different color schemes in here. I seem to like the blue the best. I don't know if it really makes any difference in these videos, but I think it makes a nice little backdrop. I don't know, something going on. So we're going to do a little test here. We're going to do a few different colors. Everybody that's watching this video, put a vote down in the comments which color scheme you like the best. Again, I think it's going to be blue, but let's go for another one. Here is green. All right, that's the green. I don't know, green's not too terrible, but I think it does something with, I don't know, kind of has make it look like I have a filter on or something like that. But that's the green. The green, actually looking at it from here, doesn't look too bad. Let's go. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. Red. All right, how's the red looking? Yeah, it doesn't seem as bright back there for one. And when I'm wearing blue, that's why I seem to always wear blue in my Monday videos. I don't know why. I could wear a red shirt. That might make it look a little different. But yeah, what do you think? Red. What other colors do I have? I got a whole color scheme here. I got a bunch on this one too. I think we can try purple. Let's go purple. All right, is purple working? I don't think purple's working. All right, that's the last one we're going to try. We're gonna get rid of the color scheme. Let me know. Should I try some other color? Look at all those colors I can do on there. We can just sit here and flip colors and do this and make it look different. Actually, I think there's one that rotates through the colors. Let me see. But I think that would be distracting while the video is going on, right? I know. Might just get to the video. I bet at least 1 or 2 people click out because they said, Mike, I'm tired of watching you flip through these colors on your video. I don't know. I'm just having fun today. I don't really want to do the real work today. I just want to make videos. So, all right, let me get back to blue. So as I was saying, sales were decent this weekend, mainly because I had a couple bigger sales that definitely helped that total. I think I had 19 sales for about $700. So considering the weekend started really slow, meaning that I just had a lot of low dollar sales. I think I had probably 10 sales at one point for about $140, which meant all the sales were pretty low dollar items. So I thought it was going to be a terrible sales weekend. Luckily, sold a couple of those bigger items, and I'm going to show all this to you. Sports cards and stuff were kind of hopping this weekend. I'm not showing these on my That Card Guy channel, so this is the only place where you can see these sales. No, it's not that exciting. But I am going to flip over to my screen for a couple things to see what they sold for real quick. I know what most of them sold for, but there's one in particular, that one. Okay, I think that sold through an offer, and that one sold for almost as much. All right, first up is an in-person autograph card. These are the ones that people take to like the ballpark or spring training and just have the card and they'll sign it right there. There's no authentication for it. And trust me, nobody's faking this guy's autograph. Steve Ontiveros. Oh, the glare is always so bad. This is, he played for the Oakland A's. Actually, he played for Oakland for quite a while. And I remember going back and getting his autograph way back in the day when he first started playing. This sold for $7.99 plus shipping. This is going to go out eBay standard envelope. That's what I like about these. But yeah, $8 for that one. And I'll show you. That one sold for $8. This one sold for $9. This one's Shaquille O'Neal. So which would you rather have, Steve Ontiveros or Shaquille O'Neal? Well, maybe someone's completing an A set, and that's why they need that. There's always reasons for everything. Now, here's what I don't like about this card. It fools people a lot, and I hate when card companies do this kind of stuff. If you look on here, it looks like this card is autographed by Shaquille O'Neal right here. And it even says, like, on the back, it says, like, Signature Series. So people say, it says Signature Series. It looks like that. It's autographed. And I bet if you look on eBay, you could probably find one of these where someone's trying to sell it as an autograph card. I'll look. It happens a lot. If so, I'll put the pop-up on the screen. But it's not. There's a lot of cards out there like that. A lot of people that aren't in the card world look at this and they think that it's autographed. So, yeah, it's not. I don't like it when companies do that. This card sold for $9. I had it for $10, gave a 10% discount, sold for $9. This one I am going to send out either in a bubble mailer, or I also have some of these rigid mailers like this one here. Sometimes I'll use these instead for tall cards like this because that could bend if it gets a little bit, I don't know what word I'm looking for. Gets messed up in the shipping department. That wasn't the word I was looking for. All right, next, I sold Eddie Vedder. Eddie Vedder has a baseball card. Yeah, he's out here at the Cubs usually once a year. He comes out to spring training, and he's pretty good about signing autographs out here. So if you're in Arizona and you want to get an Eddie Vedder autograph, he is usually here one day at spring training. I didn't hear about it this year. Every year in the past, I've heard about through a friend, like usually what day he's going to be there, somehow he knows. But this is a cool card. It's from an insert set called First Pitch. He threw out the first pitch at one of the games. I think I had it at 10 and sold it for 8. Some of these cards I sent out discounts on. Yeah, because I do. All right, next card. Lee Mazzilli. This is an autograph card, kind of a cool set from, I think it's like the early 2000s. I can't remember. You'll see the pop on the screen. It's like from 1999, 2000, 2001, somewhere in that range. On-card autograph of Lee. I bought this card at a card show, kind of part of a little bundle that I got. I think I paid like $5 or $6 for it. And sold for $12. So it was kind of just a double up. Not a lot of money made on that one, but doubling your money is always good. The rest, we sold a Magic the Gathering card. I got to show that one first. I'm going to have a little story with the other ones. Jeweled Amulet. 1 Magic card, 2 Magic cards, and then there's a third one in between those. So yeah, it was a lot of 3. And what did this sell for? Did it sell for $10? It sold for, you'll see the amount on the screen. I don't think this was sold at discount. I think this one sold at full price. So 3 Jeweled Amulet cards. That was the only Magic that sold this weekend, but I bet I'm going to have some more Magic sales coming up here this week, especially because I'll be getting some of these cards from today listed. I still got some from the past that I need to get listed as well, but they're all cheaper cards. They're all like $2 and $3 cards, so I gotta do a few of those each day. But the story with these cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you only see 4, but one of them has 2 cards inside. This one has 2. WNBA cards. Yeah, the Women's National Basketball Association. That is a thing. And with the college basketball tournament going on recently, and especially with Caitlin Clark doing so well, and she'll be in the WNBA next year, I believe. She probably will be. Will bring a lot more eyeballs on the WNBA, especially the founders of the league. Lisa Leslie, Rebecca Lobo, Cheryl Swoops, Diana Taurasi, some of these greats from the league. And just happens to be that a few weeks ago, I bought a bunch of those cards at a Goodwill. Yeah, in a hanging bag. In a hanging bag at a Goodwill. Y'all know I love those. I think I bought 5 or 6 hanging bags that had a bunch of like team sets from the inaugural season of basketball cards. Actually, let me show you how big of a stack I have with just some of these players. This is just all those key players, like the top 5, 6 players I listed all these cards this weekend. And most of them I have quantities of. So like Rebecca Lobo, I have this many cards of. Yeah. And those sold for $5 a piece. So that was a great little lot. I probably pulled out close to 100 cards there that I'll sell between $3 to $5 each. And I just listed them and they just started selling this weekend. So I know they're going to sell. So here's what sold. Let's see, we sold a Cynthia Cooper. This is like one of the subset cards from there, so it's not her main rookie card from that set. So this one sold for $3, $2.99 free shipping. So I'm going to make a couple dollars on that after all the fees and shipping and all that. The rest of these all sold for $4.99 free shipping. So I like that price better. $5 free shipping, that's not too bad. So we got one card of just Lisa Leslie. She played for the LA Sparks. I had one person buy one Rebecca Lobo card. She played for the New York Liberty. One person bought two cards. I like that even better. That's a $10 sale free shipping. No additional postage or anything. They bought, is that Cheryl Swoops? Is that who it was? Yeah, Cheryl Swoops. That one right there. I always like that card with her looking up through the net. And also bought a Lisa Leslie. So that was two cards going out in one envelope. So that was $5, $10, $15, $20, $23 in WNBA basketball card sales that I don't think I would have gotten if it wasn't for Caitlin Clark and her kind of adding a lot of excitement to the women's basketball game. So if anybody's thinking about investing in cards, I'm not telling you to do this. I'm going to buy a couple. Is look at those players specifically that I listed. They might have some affordable autographs out there, and I bet there's going to be a quick bump in prices. I don't know if it'll be a long-term bump, but you might be able to make some short-term money on them. Disclaimer, this is not investing advice. Do not listen to me. Do not listen to me. I'm not giving you investing advice. I don't give tax advice or investment advice. All right, the next sales. Where is everything back here? All right, it's all back here. There's not a ton of other things. Like I said, I sold 19 items, and that was most of it. All right, if one of you saw this thing in the store, would you know what it was? Just seeing it like this on the shelf. I happen to be a very avid bowler, at least way back in the day. We used to bowl in a lot of leagues. I was pretty darn good. Carried a 200 average for a couple seasons, so not too bad. And I noticed this was a Dick Weber wrist guard. Yeah, a lot of people would wear the wrist guards, kind of keep their hand from bending when they're holding the bowling ball and trying to get the turnover on your spin. Bought it in the store for $1, and I think it sold. I know it sold through offer, so it sold for like $12. It wasn't a big sale, plus shipping. But I knew I could make some money on that, so I went and grabbed it. I'd never seen one of those. They're vintage. Yeah. This has been in my store for a while. One of these bank bags, I bought a few of these a while back. This was the last one that I had. Being in an Arizona bank, I figured it would take the longest. The other ones were from like a bigger, like First National Bank or one of those types. Yeah, just one of these little money bags. Yeah, bought 3 of them for, I think they were like $1.50 a piece. The other ones sold pretty good. The other ones were like $20, $25 a piece. This one sold through offer for like, I think $10 plus shipping on that one. It is going to somebody here locally in Arizona. Maybe they worked at the bank and they just want one for nostalgic reasons. Either way, it's been in my store it's probably been there a year now. So I'm happy to get rid of it almost at any price. All right, the next few sales. I listed a few video games. I've been talking about how I've been collecting video games recently. Got my collection up here of sealed video games. Every single one of those video games up there is sealed. That's the only way I'm buying those. I did buy a few others, and I'm not doing the complete sets of these. I just got these at a good price, so I went ahead and bought them so I could flip them. This is for PS3, Resistance, Fall of Man. Oh, what did this sell for? It was like $20-some. Do you guys know? Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. I clicked to the wrong screen. Yeah, I do that a lot. This sold for $24.99. I think I bought it for $10. I think this was on clearance at Walmart. Yeah, Walmart. I was in there one day and they had some clearance games. So I went ahead and got that. Ended up doing good. I mean, buy something at Walmart for $10 and flip it for $25. Now it's free shipping. I had to pay tax at Walmart, all that stuff. So what am I netting? Not maybe $10, a little less, $8. Still, that's not bad for buying something at Walmart. All right, this next one's really cool. I almost wanted to keep this for me, but guys, I can only keep so much stuff. I had to do some rearranging. Well, we went out to some stores this weekend. We went and bought some stuff, and you can see this shelf is different. I know you all, as soon as you turn the video on, you said, Mike, something's different about your office. What's going on back there? I had to put all my Rocket and Groot pops on that shelf because I used to have them up here, and I got some new stuff, and I had to rearrange. Yeah, I had to do some rearranging this weekend. So yeah, the stuff's out of control. Video games, Rocket Crew, I don't know. My 12, I don't know. My wife thinks so. She says I act like a 12-year-old anyway. I don't know what she means. But this guy's cool. RoboCop. Who doesn't like RoboCop? If you're watching my channel and you don't like RoboCop, you might be in the wrong place. Don't click off. Don't unsubscribe. But you might be in the wrong place. RoboCop was awesome. That first movie was really good. But yeah, this is a cool figure. I just picked this up from a friend of mine. He had a couple other from the same series. It's Movie Maniacs 7. That's what it is right there, made by McFarlane Toys. These were pretty good. I paid him $20 for it. It's not like I got it for just a couple dollars. I think I sold it for 40 or 50. It sold pretty good. I gotta look at my screen again. I don't always remember everything. $50. It's $50 for RoboCop. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. Dead or alive, you're coming with me. All right. Next, I sold the Hot Wheels. Bought a bunch of Hot Wheels. That's something I'll talk about later in the video. Some of them were older, so I was literally looking up every older Hot Wheel I had to see if they were valuable. When I say older, the majority of them are from the mid to late 90s, maybe early 2000s, but there was a few others that got into the 80s, and especially those ones I was looking up. So this one was really cool. Check out the artwork on that. We got Hot Wheels, the Hot Ones. We got a new model, and what is this one? This one, oh, I can't even see. It's dark in here, and I can't read without my glasses. So you know what I'm going to have to do? I have to go over and look at the screen again to see what this one sold for. It's one of my early sales in the week. So this one sold for $30. This is a 1982 Toyota Supra. Did I even spell that right on the screen? I think I spelled it wrong. I don't know. You'll see them pop up. So yeah, right there. So for $30. Show you what the back looks like, just because these old Hot Wheels are cool when you see the older artwork and stuff. You see a lot of Hot Wheels out there, but most of them are $1 or $2. But it's cool to find a cool one like that that's older that actually has a little bit of value. Let's see. This is going to be next. This is next. Let me double check the price on the screen so I don't have to go back. Little story with this one. If you remember, at this point, it was early last year. I bought a collection from a coworker of my wife's. Their daughter was going to college, was selling off their stuff, and I bought a bunch of BTS, which is a Korean boy band. Not going to go into it anymore, but I paid $500 for all of that. I thought I was going to do pretty well. I might triple my money. And in the very end, I probably will, but it's taken much longer than I expected. I thought that stuff had sold pretty quick. This was the most expensive item from that collection. When I originally listed this, I listed it for $300. It's a BTS summer package, and it has like a towel and I think some other stuff in there. And when I put the pop-up on, it might even say in the description what it has on there. But yeah, people were paying good money for this. At least in the comps, I had the only one available, and it just wasn't selling. I put it at $300. Finally, at the beginning of the year, I marked it down to $150. It still hadn't been selling. I saw it popped up on my offer sheet the other day. I said, I'm getting this thing sold. I sent a 30% off offer, and they took it. So I had sold for $105. I looked at the number. I'm not going to look again. $105, $110, something like that. Either way, I'm happy, very happy. First off, get this sold and get $100 for it. That deal, like I said, I still made money on that deal. At most, I'm doubled my money. And I still have a few items out there that someday will eventually sell. I don't know when, but someday, hopefully. I'm going to look around, make sure I didn't miss anything, because, I'm missing a ton of things. I'm very good about either forgetting to show you guys certain items that are sitting around, and also I'll start a story and I'll say, I'll talk about that later on, and then I never talk about it later on. Do you guys notice that? I notice it when I'm editing, and I don't go back in and put it in. I think it's kind of funny that I forget. But we sold some more cards. These are from 2001 Topps Archives Reserve football cards. There's like 40 some cards in this lot. This is a really cool set. So what they do is they reprint a bunch of cards of legendary players in like their rookie card years. You got Ozzie Newsome, you got some Hall of Famers. You got James Lofton, you got Ken Stable on the front. Really cool set. So 40 some cards, and I think it sold for $40-ish. Maybe there's 50 cards and it sold for 40 some dollars. I'll look. It always happens when I send offers, because I usually know what I listed it for. I listed it for 50 and it sold for 45, and there's 52 cards. That's a lot of numbers to remember. 52 cards, had it for 50, sold it for 45. Sold an autographed baseball, and this is an autographed baseball. Oh, is it going to focus? Of Bonds. Barry Bonds. No, not Barry Bonds. His dad. Bobby Bonds, not James Bonds. Bobby Bonds. Really, really good, underappreciated player. Really good. But yeah, this is an autographed baseball, signed on the sweet spot. The only downside or bad thing about this baseball is it's not like an official Major League Baseball. It's on like just a generic type baseball from Wilson. It is authenticated right here. We got everything, so that's good. I had it at my store for 120 bucks, and it's been there for 6 months, maybe a little more. Had someone message me and asked, "What's my best price?" You guys get those kind of offers a lot. Not, "Hey, will you take this price?" They want to know what your best price is. I kind of wanted to make the sale because at that time sales had been a little slow, and I said 85 bucks. Or did I say 80? I am not good with numbers today. I am not good with numbers. Oh, well, let's look. It sold recently. It sold for, yeah, I was right. I didn't even need to look. I was right. It was $85. So for $85, I bought this through a whatnot auction from a friend. I paid like $40-ish. Not like I got it cheap. And then I had to get it authenticated. So I'm making a little bit. I'm not making a ton, but I bet I'm making 20 some dollars probably after all the fees and shipping and all my costs. So I'll take it. I'll take it. I had it for a little while in my collection, and now I can get it to something that's going to super really appreciate it. Last item right here. And I know some of you are big fans of this team. Some of you, and some of you are big haters of this team. They all go together. Boom, the Dallas Cowboys. All right, some of you cheered, some of you booed. I know. But this is really cool. This is made by, I think it's the Highland Mint. Let me double check. Yeah, Highland Mint. They make some really cool stuff. It's got a couple of different coins. You got replica tickets from each of their Super Bowls. It says 5-time Super Bowl champions. They may only ever win 5 because Dallas may not ever get to a Super Bowl again. But yeah, this is really cool. Bought this from a friend again, not off Whatnot, but just a local connection that I have. I bought this. And I think it sold for full price. I think this one actually did go for full price. Yeah, $100. Got $100 for that. And it's, the good thing is it's plexiglass. It's not real glass. Now, this is exactly how I got it. It didn't have that, but there's something back here. I had bought something a while back, and I saved these little photo corners. So yeah, here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to put those on there. Look at that. It's like it came with that, and the thing looks great. So whenever you have stuff, whether you buy it at your house and you get bubble wrap or packing materials, whether you buy like a new TV and you get all that cardboard stuff, man, save all those things because you never know what you're going to have. Look at that. Protect the corners while it's shipping. That's exactly why I save those things. And especially when you're sending something out that's $100, you want to make sure that it gets there safe and looks really good for your customer. So yeah, got $100 for that. Total sales, 19 items for like $700. Thumbs up. All right, now I've been talking about some of the cool items that I picked up recently. Not Ted. Ted's been here for a while. He's always in the background. I don't even notice him when he's in here when I'm just doing my usual stuff. But when I'm doing the video, I feel like he's really watching. Has he ever moved when I'm doing these videos? Because that would be really creepy. If his head rotates, maybe that would be funny if I did that during the video and had his head move and did some little cut editing. It looked like he's moving back there. Freak you guys out. I won't do that. Anyways. Yeah, I bought some cool stuff. So remember, I told you, let's see, don't fall, dinosaur. Oh, you're gonna fall. Don't fall. Stay, boy. He doesn't have a name either. I'm not looking to keep that dinosaur. Can you see him? He's right there, the big dinosaur. I want to sell him, but I need some room in my booth before I do that. Anyways, I was talking about cards. I bought a bunch more. I bought 85 more Hot Wheels from my connection. Some of them are kind of cool. Some different things. This pencil sharpener, I thought that was kind of neat. That was different, so I went ahead and grabbed that. They did this for a while where they did like mystery ones, so that one's kind of neat. I think this one came from Dairy Queen. Yeah, it says Dairy Queen on there, or either that or just you got a free cone. Is it still good? Because I'll take me a free cone. Does it expire? I'm going to double check, but I bet that expires. If not, I'd walk in with a coupon that's from 15 years ago, see if they'll take it. But yeah, lots of cool cards in here. These are all the kind of cards that I will sell between $3 to $5 in my booth. There's a small stack that I got to double check to see some of the values on because they are a little bit older. Again, late 80s, early 90s. Some of the older packaging like that. It's just a little bit older. They look a little bit different. Let me show you a couple of these here. These are kind of cool. You got like that Jeep right there, a little Honda. This one's called Speed Fleet. Got that. We got the Speed Demons. They got that yellow car. I think that one's neat. Here, thumbnail today. All right, and then the last one. Oh, that one's not one of the special ones. All right, so those were the only 4 that I think that I have to look up to see if they're worth any more than, say $5, because it got to be more than that for me to list it on eBay. Otherwise, I'll just take it to my booth. And I mean, if there's more $20 or $30 ones like that, I'll be happy. But I'm going to guess that the majority of these are all a little bit lower. This thing's been sitting over on my desk for a couple months now. I've just been ignoring it because I don't really have a spot in my collectibles booth where I sell these types of items, like antique items. I know I'm at an antique mall and I don't have antiques. You guys know I sell collectibles, sports and pop culture type things. But yeah, I thought this was pretty awesome looking. I love mantle clocks. There's something about them. I don't even remember if we had any when we were a kid or my grandparents had one. I mean, I think everybody at some point, their grandparents and parents had mantle clocks. And this one's pretty cool. Even though it's got some toning here, it's definitely a vintage one. But yeah, I thought that was cool. This was out of... How did I do that? How do I turn it off? How do I turn it off? What did I do? Stop! Stop! Everything's okay. We're safe here. I had no idea that had some sort of alarm. It's like a panic alarm on that thing. Either way, it's pretty cool. It's not worth a whole lot. A lot of these mantle clocks you can get for really cheap. If you want a cool collectible, you can get some cool mantle clocks. I like old radios. Oh, I'm gonna have to cut away for this part and come back and show you something cool that I also bought at a Goodwill. All right, I said I liked old clocks and radios, and this is one here that I just bought over this weekend at a Goodwill. They had it marked at $9.49. Yeah, I was amazed that they had it priced this cheaply. I just always love the looks of these old radios. Now, the keys, or whatever you want to call these buttons here, those are all roached out, all pretty terrible. But this is a nice condition. You got all four of the knobs, that's big. There's a hole in this fabric, which always seems to happen. You can buy replacement fabric for that. This top is just like a little, I don't even know what you call that, but it's flaking up. But still, the look is so amazing. I'll show you the back. The back was kind of dirty. Don't look back here. The garage is a disaster. So it's pretty dirty back here, but you still had all the tubes and the main stuff back here. And you got the arrow vane, as they called it, the Motorola arrow vane. So it's dirty. I got to clean that up a little bit. I'll probably take this to my booth at some point. They're not worth a whole lot. Actually, we have one of these in my house that actually belonged to my grandfather. I'll show you a picture of that somewhere on the screen. That one's my favorite. But that's why I love these radios. All right, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. I've gone too long as always. These videos sometimes stretch on. But I know there's some of you that like watching these videos that are longer, not the quick little 10-minute ones that some people put out. Even I put them out sometimes, just depending on the amount of time that I have for that day. But it's now 11:22. I know it's important. It's 11:22 here in Arizona, which means you guys back east, it's hours later. Yeah, do you guys watch the eclipse? Did any of you get to see good views of it? I really only have seen what I saw on YouTube. Like NASA put a cool thing out there. Go to NASA's website or NASA's YouTube channel. You can check out some cool stuff about the eclipse that was there. But that's it. I think that's it. There's a few other things around here, but that's not too terribly exciting. We'll finish as I show you this Mickey Mouse, this vintage Mickey Mouse mug that I bought. I bought it for $1.49 and I'm going to sell it for $5 at my booth. It's the kind of stuff I do. All right, that's it. Thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you next time.